Hey YouTube, it's Lisa Bean coming at you at my 12-week post-op VSG surgery update. And last week I was at 229. Well, let me start from the beginning for those of you who do not know me or are just watching my channel for the first time. I started this journey on July 1st, 2013 at 266 pounds. And last week I weighed in at 229, so that was a 2-pound gain from the week prior. And you know what? I don't know now if I gained 2 pounds last week, because funny thing is, sometimes I just step on the scale once and that's it. Like, I think I told you in my last video, I'm not crazy about the scale. Like, I don't make that my life. That's just me. That's who I am. So I think that it might have been screwed up, because like the next day I was down 2 pounds, and like this morning I stepped on the scale. The first reading was high, and I'm like, there's no way, because I just weighed myself, because I was a little bit conscious this week. I weighed myself last night because my whole family was getting into a discussion, like my husband and my daughter, about how much they weighed, and then they wanted me to step on the scale. So I knew what I weighed last night, so I'm like, this can't be right. So I just moved it in my kitchen and got on the scale, and it was a totally different number, and I did it 4 times in a row, and it was that lower number. So I am thinking that last week when I said it was a 2-pound gain, I don't think it was. I really don't. So this week's numbers are 223 pounds, and that would be a 6-pound loss from last week. So I don't know. Very odd, very odd. So happy with that. I'm happy I lost those 2 pounds that I gained, and then some. So that was awesome. You could tell it's early morning. I got my pajamas still on. I got my cup of coffee going. So I keep it real. As I say, I keep it real. So some exciting news that has nothing to do with weight loss, but I accepted a position on Friday. I actually, from last week's video, I know that I had mentioned I had two interviews last Monday. One being a new job position for an account manager for a cost management healthcare company, and that went really well, and they offered me the position. And then my old position, which is for a major healthcare company, same like an account manager type position. When I had gotten let go 3 months ago, they basically took 2 positions, put it into one, so a lot of people lost their jobs all over the United States. So I was one of the ones who lost their job, and here and there I guess they had lost some people along the way, with people not happy with the change, and it's like really crazy and out of control right now. Busy, because it's the busiest time of the year. So some people quit and blah, blah, blah. And I had an interview to come back. I mean, I'm probably sure against many others as well that are looking for a job back. And my company had raised me a substantial amount of money. I mean, I am going to be doing 2 jobs, and I used to be doing 1, so a whole nother part of the job that I have no idea how to do. So they offered me. So funny enough, after Monday, on Wednesday, one after the other, both jobs offered me the position, which I got to tell you, I thank the Lord, because I know so many people right now that are still unemployed, people that have been unemployed over a year plus, and I was really, really lucky to land 2 offers within this time. And quite honestly, 2 offers as I took off for the summer, really, to have my surgery and get better. So there was definitely some angels sitting on my shoulder. And I don't know if you watched me from the beginning, my surgery was canceled like 3 times. So, and I kept thinking, oh my gosh, is there something in this universe that doesn't want me to have this surgery? And I think when I look at the big picture, it was just the universe telling me there was a great time for me to have my surgery. So I was very thankful that my company, I collected severance all through the summer. So basically they paid me to take the summer off and have me come back with more money and 5 more days vacation. So very happy with that. So you will still see me doing updates on Monday, and you will still see me like this because I permanently work from home. So everything I do is over the computer and over the phone with clients and corporations. So I do it out of the comfort of my own basement, and I have a home office down there. So no one knows. They, probably everyone at these corporations think I'm sitting in an office somewhere. So that's good. It's great news. Excited. I know that I'm walking into a jungle, though. I know some people who still stayed there, and I was pretty stressed out prior. So it's only gotten worse. So I'm walking into Crazyville. But my idea of the 2 positions were, and the other company was really being supportive because they were trying to be flexible and give me some work from home days, which they do not offer to their employees, but as a pool, they were trying to offer that to me. And honestly, I feel bad because I knew they were pissed, because I think they thought it was a done deal too. And I actually was leaning that way to a new experience, something different, but the commute was going to be like an hour and 15 minutes every day. Even if I had 2 or 3 days work from home, the commute there and back, horrendous. And I knew that I'd get stuck working later, which would get me home later. For my kids to get off the bus and school days and snow days and sick days. And I do have a job first, and that is attending to my children. Back in the day, if this was 10 years ago, I probably would have took that other job, no problem. But, I had to really weigh out what was more important. And they were both paying the same and offering kind of the same. My prior company, just a little more vacation and stuff. But I thought to myself, what, the permanent everyday home worker is huge. And I knew what crazy jungle I'm going into, and that new job, I have no idea what I was going to be stepping into. So whatever, I hope, in my head, that's the right decision for me, and that's that. Some thoughts that I was thinking about as I get into this journey and heading to, next week, my 3 months out, I was, just starting to realize that I notice myself eating more. I could eat more at a sitting than I used to. And I guess that's going to happen, I remember, I always was huge into weighing everything out. So I knew that I was eating 4 ounces and that I wouldn't get sick and wouldn't disrupt my belly. And lately, I was trying not to weigh things out and trying to eyeball it up because of the fact that I'm not going to always be somewhere where there's a scale or a measuring cup or so forth. And I got to kind of start to teach myself, how to look at something and still size up what it's going to be. I mean, I still look up my exact calories and, things of that nature and protein, but I try to eyeball kind of instead of always measuring because I was really crazy to that. But I noticed myself getting what I think, feeling hungry. I didn't before, and now I'm actually starting to feel hungry. I know when it's time to eat. Before I would be like, oh my God, I missed snack and everything. I didn't even eat, lunch yet, and it's already 3 o'clock. So, but now, every 2 hours, I'm noticing I feel this, empty feeling in my stomach, hunger. And I'm drinking my water. I'm drinking constantly, sip, 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 sip. So, I know some people say, well, maybe that it's thirst, but it's hunger. And it's not head hunger because I could go get a cheese stick or something and that will satisfy it. But I actually feel hungry again. And I can eat more at a sitting too. The other day, my husband made these Barker stuffed chicken. They have cordon bleu. They have broccoli and cheese. And they're pretty tasty. And so, and the stats are number whatever, high 2s for calories and 20, I think it's almost 20 grams. But those little chickens were 5 ounces. And I ate that 5 ounce chicken. No problem. Because my husband even looked over at me and he goes, "You don't have any left?" And I'm like, "No, it was pretty good." And he was like, "That was 5 ounces." And I was like, wow. Because it looks so small to me. And I ate it, no problem. Like, there wasn't a full feeling or anything. Like, I ate it, you know? So I thought that was pretty odd. And, I'm just noticing that before, where I used to leave stuff on my plate, I'm getting to a point where I can finish it pretty good. So that was just some things that I've noticed lately. I definitely noticed that I could guzzle water again. Like, not guzzle, but I could definitely take bigger gulps than I used to. Like, I used to be able to take a sip and a sip and a sip and feel like this, like, all of a sudden I'd start, like, feeling this, like, full, tight feeling in my chest. Now I could drink down pretty good my water right in a row, right in a row. I mean, I could finish a bottle pretty quickly, I think. I do wait my 30 minutes before and after eating. Snacks I kind of haven't been, because then I feel like I can't get all my water in. So with snacks, I kind of eat like probably like 15 minutes after I eat it, or I stop drinking only 15 minutes before I eat. For the fact that just to get in like 80 ounces or so of water, I can't be waiting all these half hours, because it's like, forget it. So I think with snacks, I've been drinking water, not long stopping before and after. But with meals, I definitely wait, I think, because I want to get in all my dinner. Um, I just was wondering what everyone's eating. Like, I'm kind of getting sick of eating the same things over and over again. I think the reason why I've been eating the same things is because, and I know the calories, I know the protein, I know how to get it all in during a day. I know how to stay within my 900. I mean, the day I had that chicken thing, I also had a Quest bar and a protein drink, and I think that was the first time ever that I hit over 1,000 calories. Ever. And 100 grams of protein, ever, like in a day. Never did that except for that day. And I try not to have like a Quest bar the same with a protein drink that same day or section, because it's just too much. And I've really been trying to ease up on the protein drinks and try to get my protein from food. Like, I'm kind of getting bored, even though I have so many different powders of protein drinks and everything. Getting a little bored of that too, the protein drinks. And again, for water, my main source of drinking is always just water. Iced tea has just seemed, diet iced teas just seemed weird tasting to me. And the flavors that I used to squeeze in, like the Crystal Lights and everything that I used to love, that I used to put in my drinks every day, it just seems like the taste is weird. I don't know. It's odd. I can't explain it, but it just like, so water has just been it. Or obviously I could still drink my coffee. So just trying to think what else there is, like, kind of, just exercising. I've been kind of, the weekends, since we've been so busy, I haven't really gotten any of my walking in on the weekends, but I'm not going to be hard on myself, because I think it's great enough that, for me, that I've been doing it on a regular basis every other day of the week, which is crazy, which I am just going to stick to doing in the morning when I wake up, because since I'm going to be starting work, I'm going to be sitting behind my desk pretty much 10 hours a day downstairs, and I want to make sure I get in that exercise, that walking. So I'm going to do that. And you know what? Another kind of fear that I just been thinking about, not fear, but problem that I have is eating out. I haven't really, like, people wanted to go out to eat and stuff, and I always decline or kind of make up an excuse, because I don't know. Like, when I go out, I'm so feared to, what am I eating and how much fat is in the stuff, and what are they using to cook with, and I don't know. I kind of haven't totally got that under control. Like, or I'm going to see everyone eating all this stuff, and I don't know. Like, I know some people say that they can, not eat the things that they used to, and it's no big deal, and they could sit with a bunch of their friends and eat whatever and see everyone eating everything. And I can't yet. Kind of, I don't say anything, but in my head, even like my husband and the kids, when they pick up Wendy's or something, I'm seeing everyone eat their cheese fries and their burgers and sodas. And it's not that I totally miss it, but I do. Being able to order with everybody else, it's always something special or different or, whatever. So that I got to try to because even my mother-in-law said to me, well, have your husband take you out for getting your job back, go out to eat. And he was like, do you want to? And I was like, nah. Like, I don't know. I just wasn't into going to a restaurant and seeing all these things and, trying to figure out what really would be good or, what's not going to make me sick or, I've been really lucky. I'm going to knock on wood because I've been really lucky. My sleeve is like, the other day when I ate that 5-ounce chicken, I said to my husband, oh my God, did he cut out enough of my stomach because I ate all that? Like, I am very lucky that mostly everything I eat has agreed with me. I mean, I know when something's really greasy, like last week or the week before, I was eating meatballs from a pizza place and it started making me feel funny. So I stopped, but it didn't make me sick. There hasn't been anything that I ate that made me sick or throw up or have dumping of any sort. So anything I pretty much eat is okay, so that kind of is, that's kind of a little scary too, because it just is pretty much good with anything that I put in there. I've been, trying more fruits and vegetables now, and the other day I ate a couple peanuts, not many, but a couple. I was never big on peanuts anyway, but just as a little thing to throw in. So I was just wondering, like, some food ideas that everyone does if they go out and what do they kind of stick to. And I'm still not watching, like, my carbs or sodiums or sugars. But what I'm eating, I know the carbs are low and I know the sugars are low. So I want to set some time up with my nutritionalist to sit down on as a one-on-one. I've been kind of meeting as a group, and she kept saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it right now. They know, I suppose, what they're doing. So I kind of been just doing what she's been saying. But I wanted to set up a one-on-one time soon just to go over my personal eating habits and make sure that everything's good. And that's about it. I know this was kind of boring and rambling on, but just some thoughts and things that I'm feeling. So everyone have a good week. Let's make this a good one.